Okay, I want to welcome everybody here to the WiSpeak International edition of this webinar we are doing today. I'm Jose Gomez from Marketing Department here in Ecler, and in this opportunity, I will be your moderator. So just to point out a couple of things before we start. The length of this webinar or this product overview will be around 15 minutes, okay? So if you have any questions, please drop it in your screen panel in the Q&A section here you have below in your screen. So we can just answer them at the end of this presentation, okay? Without any further ado, please, our WiSpeak brand manager, Luis Artigas, is gonna take you through this journey. So we discover WiSpeak, okay? Enjoy. Luis, all yours.
Thanks, Jose. Hello everybody, welcome. I'm going to introduce you WiSpeak, our newest wireless professional solution. Let's go down to the business. Ecler has more than 50 years of history working in wired solutions, equipments, hardware. 4 years ago, our R&D department started developing WiSpeak, but after 2 years, we had to stop because we were working through Wi-Fi technology. Wi-Fi technology is not reliable, it suffers cut, and it can be allowed in our professional world. Because of that, finally this year, we presented WiSpeak in the ISE show in February, but through radio frequency technology. Our radio frequency technology is reliable, stable, allows the same audio professional quality that we have with the traditional one. We have been testing in different pilots in Spain and internationally before the release during a year. For example, in a shopping malls, in stressful environments without any incidents or audio cut. The feedback has been very positive, even the coronavirus crisis. So now Ecler is speaking wireless, non-stop. Let's move on to the product overview. The system consists of a transmitter and receivers. Obviously, the receivers are the speakers. The transmitter, it's called core. Core is the transmitter. If we take a look at the back panel, we can see the power supply and the balance input, the RSA analog input, and auxiliary line output, for example, to plug a powered sub. If we go to the front panel, on the left side, we can see the radio frequency antenna, the WiSpeak LED. Depending on the flashing, it shows you the info regarding the system. The same for the receiver's LED. Whisper button, it's to link or unlink the system. I'm going to show you later. Then we have the volume scroll button. If we push it, we mute the system and the input selection. Moreover, we have a Bluetooth class 1 input and an application to manage the system. Also, I'm going to show you later. Tube and cube are the receivers, the speakers. The tube is the Trail 103 in our wired passive speaker. It can be mounted in lighting rail. The power supply comes from it, and also in wall mount bracket. 3 inches and black and white units available. The cube is the e-motus in our wired passive speaker. It can be mounted in the lighting rail. The power supply comes from it, and also in wall mount bracket and also in the desktop. 5 inches and black and white units available. Both speakers have line audio output. Let me show you how easy and plug and play our solution is. In just 5 steps, we have our system running. We plug in the core transmitter the audio input, then insert the tube in the lighting rail, power on all the receivers, pair the devices with the YS button, just a click, and then select the input and play the music. It's so easy. So the same, it's for the cube. Okay. Now, let's talk about our WiSpeak technology. As I said, it's radio frequency technology, bandwidth from 5.1 to 5.8 gigahertz, no Wi-Fi. Remember, the sampling at 24-bit, 48 kilohertz. Important point, maximum number of receivers, 24 units for each transmitter, 24 receivers, 24 speakers for each transmitter. The coverage is 12 meters transmitter receivers, coverage radius. In direct vision, it means that surface with circular area of almost 500 square meters. We have also communication with monitoring channel in the back channel of the receiver status, for example, in the tube. Now, let's have a look at the highlights. It's, as you can see in the quick guide, is a really plug and play system, easy and quick installation. For example, we install a common 150 square meter shop in less than 15 minutes. This is not possible with the traditional audio systems. Also, you have independent volume control via application and allows you the volume level zoning. You will see it later in the demonstration. It's a robust technology, coverage up to 1,000 square meters with 2 transmitters. It means we can loop 2 transmitters in the same area. For example, we can plug the audio output from one receiver to the input transmitter. We have the same professional audio quality as in the passive speakers, Trail and Emotus in this case. We have application user-friendly basic functions and application advanced user interface, more focused in installers. Daisy chain option as an access point in the looping transmitter mode. Daisy chain option, audio output sub, and this is an important point from the lighting side. It's EUTRAC and Global Track rail compatible. It means more than 90% of the rail market. And we give you 3-year warranty as we do in the audio products. Now, I would like you to show you the application. We have 2 different roles, the administrator and the end user. The administrator allows you to control special settings and monitoring the receivers and status. I'm going to show you through the application. Let me connect, please. Okay. Okay, now we are in the first page. You can control the input gains, the physical input gains. We can select the input and enable or disable the input selection for the end user and the front panel. In the next area, we have, oh, sorry, I've been. In the next area, we can see 2 different channel settings. Each has different equalizations and filtering. This means that we can decide which channel settings we send to each speaker. For example, an installation with tube and cube, we can create one equalization for the tube and another for the cube. Okay. One important point, also, we can limit or block the volume range for the end user and front panel. For example, you can decide the minimum or the maximum level control. Okay. Also, we can control the volume and mute the system. if we move onto the speakers page, we can find all the speakers are already linked to the system and the status. In this moment, I have the demo one connected. We can select it and see all the information, the hardware, firmware. This is the lock button, and we can fill in a different name, for example. Okay. Oh, sorry for the WhatsApp. We can limit the volume for this speaker. This is very interesting. We can limit the volume for this speaker. Also, we can do a ID test signal. It's a beep sound will appear in order to locate this speaker in the area. Also, we can do a solo and decide which channel settings we want for this speaker. Okay. Also, we can unlink with the ID test signals. We can unlink this or all the speakers from the transmitter, for example, to link it to another system. Okay. Another point, we have the discover and link, where it's the same as we do with the WiSpeak button. We can link or unlink also all the speakers. Okay. So we get back to the presentation. This is the administrator interface. And this is the end user interface. It's to only control the basic functions if the admins allow to do so. So you can control the volume and input selection and change your own password.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.